Hello everyone. Welcome to my channel. My name is Shay, otherwise known as Ginger Malta here on the Big YT. And today we are diving into a current household of mine, a household that I have been playing on and off for a couple of weeks. This is one of the few households that I play when I'm not prepping or recording for the Not So Berry Legacy Challenge. And so we are gonna get to know Madison Grove and her older brother. If you're wondering, I am playing in the Charly Pancakes 10 years later base game save file. All right, so this is Madison's Simology panel. Her traits are perfectionist, socially awkward, artist, cheerful, and loyal. She is a Simlish native. She's neutral about having children, and she prefers exclusive romantic relationships. Because she has an artistic or creative aspiration, she was also given the muser trait, and she also has the artist and innocent major impression personality traits. This is her brother Eric, and this is who she's living with now that she has aged out of the foster care system. Madison and Eric share the same mom, but they have different dads, and so on his father's side, he was able to inherit his great aunt's house after she passed away, and they have this little memorial in the corner. This is their great aunt on his dad's side. She left him this house, and so this is where he lives. And of course, you know, he invited his half-sister to live here with him as well, now that she is old enough to take care of herself. She's in school to be an artist. She's actually taking online classes. And now that she's sitting at her computer, I can continue with her studies. I have a mod by Midnight Tech that allows you to take courses online so that you could obtain your degree online. And so I'm just gonna have her continue with her art history coursework. I guess now is a perfect time to introduce Ross, who also lives here. He and Eric go way back. They are childhood friends, and so he's a little bit of a nomad, a little bit of a rolling stone. He's always traveling, but he doesn't really have a job. He just does whatever, and him and Eric have been tight for a very long time, so it's no problem for him to stay here. And funnily enough, our little Madison has the biggest crush on him. So yeah, as you can see, Madison is crushing hard on Ross, and she perceives him as very attractive. And the thing about Ross is that he's very oblivious. He's a little bit of a himbo, so he's pretty oblivious to Madison's feelings for him. But she's literally on fire for him. Like, it's not funny. They haven't done anything. Like, they don't have any romance. Like, they're not even considered friends. Like, they're considered acquaintances because they're not very familiar with one another, but Madison finds him extremely attractive. As I mentioned before, one of her traits is socially awkward. So she doesn't have many friends. You know, she spent a majority of her formative years in foster care, and she relied on her art a lot to express herself. As you can see, she's a very talented artist, and her half-brother has gone out of his way to set up this little mini art studio for her. So she's got all the supplies that she could ever want or need. And Eric himself is a photographer, and we'll talk more about him later, but yeah, he takes her craft very seriously, and he pushes her to take it seriously as well. And she's just so talented. I'm gonna have Ross stop talking to her because he's distracting her from her coursework. Like, go do something. Go. She has to focus, okay? She's building up skills. I think with this mod, while your sim is attending online school, they also build up skills in the process. So right now, she's building up her archaeology and charisma, as well as painting and photography. Oh, and writing as well. So yeah, I think that's super cool that she's able to build skills. Like, it makes sense that she's able to build skills while taking courses. Eric is a professional photographer. That is what he does as a career. And he also has a club with some friends of his, Abraham and Dana. They created a club called Shutterfly Studios, where they take professional photos and do photo editing for people. Madison is unemployed because she's in school right now, but she also has a club, and as you can see, she doesn't have any members. She has no club members right now. However, with the SimU mod, she's able to find a study group, and I'm pretty sure it'll have you make friends with people, and so the people that you find will end up popping up in your relationship panel, if I'm not mistaken. I could be wrong about that. I went ahead and created some friends for her who are also artists, and some of them are in art school as well. So we will be meeting with them probably Friday morning or Friday afternoon, because it is Thursday 9 p.m. and I don't know, it's kind of sunny for 9 p.m, right? Isn't it? Also, shout out to the Sunblind mod. Like, Newcrest has never looked so good, right? She's been working on her schoolwork for a while. Let's see what her needs are like. Her needs are pretty good. I'm honestly gonna have her keep working at it. She's like a third of the way through her art history coursework. So I guess you could say she's like a sophomore in college, technically. Let's go ahead and put away our laundry. And I don't know. I think I'm gonna send everyone to bed now. Do you guys like the way her room looks? I tried to make it fit her personality as much as possible. She has this Olivia Rodrigo poster. She has a SZA poster. She loves Sabrina Carpenter. I just wanted her bedroom to give a very whimsical, boho, chill style. You know what I mean? But I don't know. I feel like I ate this. Oh no. I feel like I ate this. It looks like Ross is up right now. We're gonna have him go ahead and brush his teeth. And it's Friday. He's unemployed. He ain't got shit to do. So I was gonna have him shower, but I'm like, he doesn't really need to. Something stink? Oh, well, bro, you messed up the sink, so you have to clean it. His shoulder to waist ratio is insane. I see why Madison is down bad. Anyway, since he literally does nothing but exist, let's have Ross make breakfast for us. One thing about me, I love food mods. So we're going to make this pancakes dish. Let's do a party size so everyone can get some. It looks like Eric is making coffee while Ross cooks pancakes. I don't know why he brought this all the way over here when he should have just... Anyway, whatever. I'm gonna just let him do whatever. I think with this save, I really just let them do whatever they want, instead of policing them every 2.5 seconds for the most part. Looks like Madison is about to grab herself some coffee as well. She's so cute. And they're up super early. I guess they're just naturally early risers. You know, Eric and Madison, it's like, I know they only share a mom, but because both of them look like their mom, they look closer than, like, they look like they share the same dad as well. Does that make sense? Anyways, so I'm gonna have her grab some breakfast as well. Let's grab a serving. And another thing with this save, I don't mind using cheats. I will use a repair cheat if I have to. I don't care. Eric grabbed himself some breakfast too. Eric is eating inside. Of course, Madison is out here with Ross. She just wants to be in his proximity. I totally get it. I wonder what he would do if we flirted. How is your love life? You know, let's just say Madison is curious to know. what he's getting up into, if he's getting up into anything with anyone. What'd he say? I want to know.
Droba, droba, droba.
Listening to his joke. He's cute. He be going into her stuff and grabbing her cross stitching tools. That's one thing that I'm just like, y'all need to leave her stuff alone. She's so down bad. But she'll never say anything to her brother about it. I think Eric saw that they were getting a little too close, so he came to kind of monitor the situation. I feel like Eric is not oblivious. He has his suspicions about how his sister feels about his best friend. So he's just here to keep an eye on him. I don't know what Eric feels like, if he would be upset if his friend reciprocated those feelings. Maybe he'd kind of, you know, give him the whole talking to, like, oh, don't break my sister's heart or whatever. But who knows? Eric is always up here doing laundry, and he just wanted to use his punching bag, so I'm gonna have him do an energized box. Okay, Eric. Oh, damn. Look at Cashew. Cashew's like, let me at him. Let me at him. Cashew is so cute. Oh my gosh. What's he doing? Mopping? Okay, but you do have to take this dog for a jog. He is just so nice to look at. I can't lie. I just love watching him. And again, that shoulder to waist ratio is so insane. So insane. All right, so Madison has made it to the Gallery of Arts and Crafts, and hopefully we can get them to join her art club. As I said before, she started this paint club and she literally is the only member. So hopefully introductions go well with these three ladies here, because they are the ones who we want to add to our club so that we could gather every once in a while and paint together. I'm gonna have Madison go ahead and introduce herself to Nami, and then she's also going to introduce herself to Alohi. I think that's how you pronounce it. We'll do a funny introduction for her. We'll do a friendly introduction to Inez. Oh, as you can see, they're all wearing very chill, relaxed clothes. This is clothes that they don't mind getting dirty. So yeah, just FYI, like. But let's look at the first impressions that Madison got. So let's start off with Inez. So it looks like Madison thinks that Inez is pretentious, but Inez thinks that Madison is fun to be around. So that's cool. Hopefully, she said she bougie. I mean, I can kind of see it, but I wouldn't say that's particularly, I don't think that's a bad thing. I don't think being bougie is a bad thing. So that's Inez. And then we have Alohi. So it looks like Madison thinks that Alohi is in dreamland, and Alohi thinks Madison is funny. Dang, oh, Madison, what the heck? She's strict as hell. So she's basically calling her an airhead. That's not nice. And then finally, Nami. Okay, finally. So Madison thinks that Nami is sophisticated, and Nami thinks that Madison is fun to be around. Nami is in Brightchester, and Alohi is not in school, so she just freelances, but they met online on an art forum, and so yeah, this is their first real life meeting. And I don't know, I feel like they make a gorgeous set of friends, but I'm gonna add them all in a group so that we can go inside the art gallery and do some painting. So let's form a group. All of these lots were built by Charly Pancakes. So this art studio was also created by Charly Pancakes. It's super, super cute. And they're gonna be on the second floor for the most part. So I'm gonna have them, oh wait, I think they need one more easel. So I'm gonna go ahead and add one, and then I'll have them get started with their stuff. All right, so all the girls are painting right now. As you can see, Madison is doing her own thing. I had to control all of them to get them to paint individually. Alohi is doing a large classic painting, and then Inez is doing a figure painting. Nami is doing a confident painting, and Madison, what is Madison doing? Madison is doing a medium surrealism painting. Oh my gosh, all these people keep talking to him and distracting him. Also, because this is not my main save that I'm typically playing in, you're gonna see a lot of familiar faces. I mean, you might remember, you might recognize them. There are a lot of different a lot of different sims that are getting imported into this save from my library. Shout out to MC Command Center, I guess. But yeah, so if you see Fern or any of her family members walking around, that is why. But Madison is in her element. I love that for her. I love her little pigtails, so cute. And her outfit is cute too. Is she finished? Okay, sure. I don't know the first thing about surrealism, so I'm just gonna put that in her inventory. Let's do a large pop art painting. I want to see what that looks like. It looks like Nami is finished with her painting, and it's of poor quality. Nami, go ahead and put this in your inventory, girl. And then it looks like Inez is done with her figure painting. It's normal quality. We're gonna have her put that in her own inventory as well. And this is actually really good by Alohi. So we're gonna have her put that in her inventory. Alohi just seems bored with everything. Oh, this is cool. What kind of painting is that? Oh, this is the pop art painting, I think. Cool. Ooh, we could sell it to a collector for 350 simoleons. I'm gonna have her put that in her inventory. I'm gonna have Madison go ahead and ask the girls to join her art club. So we're gonna start off with Inez. And let's see, how do we add people to our club? We're gonna invite her to Prisma Paint Club. And hopefully she agrees. We're also gonna do the same to Alohi, even though she's walking away right now. Let's see, clubs, invite to club. Cool. And then we are also going to invite Nami to our club. Hey, Inez was happy to join. She's like, are you kidding? I'd love to join Prisma Paint Club. That's awesome. Inez is so beautiful. She's like a little fairy. Alohi is pretty too, but Alohi just looks straight. Okay, Alohi agreed. I'm surprised. I'm surprised she agreed. And what about Nami? Awesome. Hey! I wonder if there's somewhere we can grab some food. I mean, you know, just to... I don't think I have a restaurant, and I'm not sure if there is one. So I'm gonna put down a restaurant really quick so that these gals can grab some lunch together, because I think that would be really cool. We've made it to this Asian restaurant in Magnolia Promenade. So it looks like they're all drawing. Okay, of course, group of artists get together for lunch, and this is what they do. So now that we've ordered our food, Okay, cool. Free food and drinks. You know what? Maybe we should bring Eric and Ross here because it's free food. Who doesn't want free food? So I'm gonna bring Eric and Ross here. And I don't know, maybe they can get their own table. Oh, table's already been claimed. Let's see, is there another table around here? So we'll have Eric get this table for himself and Ross so that they could, you know, celebrate night on the town as well. They are so freaking cute. Look at these artists scribbling on the placemats. Alohi is so pretty.
Aksawa, Skiba Glash, Waboose.
Alohi's husband actually runs his own restaurant with his business partner. So when it comes to fine dining, you know, your girl is always in the know. Nami is literally so cute. I love her teeth, her two front teeth. That's so cute. And her dermals on her cheeks. Inez as well is super pretty. They're also unique. Eee, our food is here. Oh my gosh, I am not gonna lie. Their food looks so good. This is why I love custom food. Like, you can never get me to give this up, ever. We've got the sashimi, we've got the spicy ramen, the wagyu steak, and the salmon set. Good eats, good eats. Have her go ahead and dig in. Oh, she already finished her drink. So yeah, let's have Eric go ahead and order his meal as well. Unfortunately, him and Ross can't share a table, but I'm gonna get him a beer, and he would probably get ramen or something. What other ramen is there? Or maybe we could get him the sake don or the katsudon. Let's get him the katsudon. So katsudon and a beer, free of charge. And then Ross, let's see, have him order for himself as well. Ross would probably get a beer as well. And then for him, he would probably get the steak. So, I mean, it's free. Might as well go all out. Alright. I'm not she cross-stitching at the table, child. This was a success for her. Aww. It looks like she gained a sentiment with Nami. I really value the time we spend together. I think it's made us closer than ever. That is so cute. That is so adorable. Aw, growing closer from quality time. Madison appreciates that Nami makes time for her. Time spent together seems to bring them closer together. And they have amazing compatibility. Oh, I think she might have a friend now. Yay! So I'm glad that despite being socially awkward, she was able to make a friend. Her and Nami, I mean, aside from the fact that they're both artists, I think they might have more things in common than just that. Aww. They're bonding! The girls are bonding! Oh, I don't want the fun to end. Look at Madison. She looks so happy. I love her so much. She's such a sweetie.
Friba. Libankusha. Follow for doy.
They're just gaining sentiments with each other left and right. Let's get some dessert. I mean, it's free, right? So let's go ahead and order some dessert for the table because it's free and they might as well.
Upa. True.
Okay. So for dessert, we'll get the pineapple tart for Alohi. We'll get the almond tofu for Nami. We'll get the raspberry tart for Madison. And we'll get the anmitsu for Inez.
Captiony. Binaroo. Bluff Rabla. Florib Essenoy.
Let's look at Madison's buffs really quick. Dreamy eyes from crushing on someone nearby. Madison's got her crush on her mind. Of course, he's literally sitting 3 feet away from her. Out to lunch from requesting a table at a restaurant. Who wants lunch in a sack? That just sounds wrong. Going out to lunch is the only way to live. And then camaraderie from being in a club gathering. Madison is digging this club gathering. Nothing beats being able to fraternize with like-minded Sims. Let's do this more often. Oh, that's sweet. Decorated from good environment. Having decorations makes for happy environs. Pretty tasty from eating food. That was a fairly tasty dish. And then smooth sipping from drink. A smooth drink helps make any day a bit brighter. Craving a cup. Madison is feeling tense. Nothing a cup of coffee wouldn't fix though. And then 1 poke too many from cross stitching. Maybe Madison should have tried a lower thread count. And then addicted to caffeine and then her birth control buff. So she got this want to ask her crush out, her crush being Ross. We might do that later. I don't know. If you guys enjoyed this current household, feel free to let me know, and maybe next time we can ask Ross out on a date or something. I don't know. I am enjoying this though. It's very chill, very relaxed sort of gameplay. I just love the fact that there's not much planning to it. We're still waiting for our order. I'm confused. I don't know if that means that it won't come out. I'm gonna go ahead. Destroy all this.
Yibs, Sharuna in a prep.
She's feeling so flirty just because this man is right there. Maybe we should say hi. No. Oh no. Oh no, poor Madison. Ross got an instant attraction to Inez. It says Ross Vela has instant attraction to Inez Stroud. If he chose to act on it, Ross Vela would be strongly inclined toward romance with Inez Stroud. Aww, Madison. Poor baby. I mean, not everybody ends up with their crush, and I guess that's okay. So just enjoy your dessert, Pookie. I don't even blame Ross for real because Inez is gorgeous. I don't blame him one bit. It's getting late. It's like 9:30. We were literally here for hours. He's just standing over the table. I can't even lie. I might start shipping it. I don't blame him at all. She's stunning. I don't blame him one bit. But now that lunch has turned into dinner, we're just gonna go ahead and close out our tab. So I'm gonna have Madison give up the table. And when she comes back, we're just gonna all head out and go our separate ways. And yeah. All right, we're all heading home. Ross is drunk. Oh my goodness. Chill. Keep an eye on him, Madison. All right, so Madison is home and she's playing with Cashew for a little bit before she goes to bed. Yeah, this is pretty much the end of this first episode. If you enjoyed this current household, leave me some feedback in the comment section and let me know if you guys would like to see another part, I guess. Now that she has finally established her club, I think she's gotten more inspired to continue with her artwork now that she has some like-minded people to call friends and stuff, so that's fun. I don't know what to expect with her romantic life. It seems like Ross is interested in Inez, so I don't know what to think or what to say, but if you enjoyed this video, leave a like or a comment down below, and thank you so much for watching. I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye.